amended. On to report of the Plan Commission. Motion to approve made by Alder Scannell, seconded by Alder Stevens. Any items to be handled separately? Number 5. Any others?
Mayor, if I could just be reflected on number 10 as an abstention.
Alder Johnson would like to be noted as abstaining on item 10. That will be noted. Any others to be held separately? Hearing none others, all in favor of approving the remainder of that report signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The report has been approved with the exception of item 5. Motion to approve made by Alder Scannell, seconded by Alder Stevens, and that item was pulled by Alder Campbell. You have the floor.
Yeah, I wasn't at the Planning Commission meeting here or the other day, but constituent brought up a situation about some more information about it, and I would like to know if there's anybody here that could bring that forward.
There is, yeah.
You know, the whole plan kind of moved through quite fast, from what I understand, and
Sure.
I'd like to catch up on it.
Okay, you want to open the floor?
I'd like to make a offer to open up the floor. Make a motion.
Alder Campbell makes a motion to open the floor, seconded by Alder Eck. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The floor is open. Mr. Mackham, if you'd like to approach and state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes to make the case.
Yeah, Edward Matcom. My address is 200 North Main Street in Oregon, Wisconsin, with Gorman and Company. Back here again. Maybe some of you recognize me from the March 21st Common Council meeting where you didn't approve my project at a certain location, 216 Military Avenue. We were lucky enough to find a site that actually scored similar with convincing to WIDA, that it scored similar, and WIDA actually approved the site. And so now we're up a little bit against the deadline, because if I don't have a certificate of occupancy for my building as of 12/31/2024, I lose the credits. So now the delay has kind of put us a little bit in a pinch, but we're still in the green light here. And was asking your approval for really a similar type of site. It's a different site. It's got more green space on it for water detention. It's a harder site because it's at the bottom of a hill. So the water is coming and running down at me, but we have got some bioretention areas there. We have the 60 spaces of parking that were required, and I think it looks better at this site. It's a better site in a lot of areas, and we really would love to have the affordable housing that we thought we'd have over here. So that's it in a nutshell. Alder Campbell, I don't know if you had any other specific questions regarding that.
No, I just wasn't aware of the product, comparing it to here. I mean, evidently things were changed here.
It's the exact same product, I guess, exact same building, exact same unit mix, exact same accessible units that we were going to do. Everything's exactly the same of what I presented before. So apologize, I wasn't going to repeat that for you because I didn't want you to have a duplicate, but it is the exact same project.
So I'm looking for the footage. So I drove by there today. Is this just the graded off lower part there?
Yeah, on the
below
corner.
The other development?
Yeah, it's on the corner.
Yeah.
There's a little shack that's a utility shack. The actual address of the utility shack, which is AT&T, has fiber optic lines coming out of there, is 608 Rolfe. This is 2500 block of University, which is the university frontage. It's that corner, though, that you see.
Yeah, I know
there.
where it is.
Yeah, and so it's really the same building being put up with a little different parking configuration just because of the bioretention areas that we have to have for stormwater.
Being that it'd be a low-income housing unit amongst the several thousand other units that are down University Avenue and the recent development of the festival area and all the very good development that's brought jobs and good structure to the district there. On University Avenue, brings a lot there. I just hope that, the appearance of it be like, fit in with the rest of it.
do we have a rendering of that, Neil? Do you know? I can't find one. I'll try to find one to send to Neil to show it to you.
Yeah.
We went through the entire Military Avenue neighborhood meeting. We had a neighborhood meeting here. Brought all the renderings. We also did it in military, and no one really had a complaint about the structure or the rendering in terms of the way it looked and the materials we were going to use. But it would be the exact same building. So I'll try to find a rendering to show you that you can have a couple of different angles.
I mean, at first I thought the parking would be out front, because of many reasons. I guess I never thought of it being in the back. So, I mean, that was one of my main concerns. I don't want it to look like another car lot or place like that going on down there, But I do like the setup here. I see you got the two entrances. I mean, I did kind of find it kind of crazy that both your entrances are already repaired and new concrete in there today with literally barriers there. So someone must have been thinking ahead here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I haven't bought it yet, so I haven't done anything on it.
Well, I just thought
Yeah.
they could have fixed that, let's see, when I was 18 years old when I worked at that gas station.
Oh, okay, right.
So anyway, I noticed you don't have any entrances of the other entrance that goes up to the other development on the top.
No, we have entrance on University and entrance on Rolfie, and they kind of L shape into the parking.
Yeah, like I said, this is the first time I saw it. I mean, I don't really find too much wrong with it there, and hopefully it fits in good. And I like the idea of the retention and whatnot. I just
There'll be like a rainwater.
like to see it fit into the rest of many years of projects that have been gone on down there.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
But I will look for a rendering and send it so people can see it. Okay.
Great. Any other questions for Mr. Mackham?
Thank you.
Seeing none. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Motion to close the floor made by Alder Eck, seconded by Alder Scannell. All in favor say aye. Opposed nay. The ayes have it. The floor is closed. Alder Johnson on the motion.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Mr. Mackham, I know city staff has obviously worked with you on this, and of course, last time we had this product in front of us, it was interesting because we talked about it and nobody complained about the product, right? There was sort of a situation there that was unable to be resolved, and so I just want to make it public, what I'm sure are private conversations that have been had with you. Thank you. Thank you for choosing to invest in Green Bay. I know you've got another project proposal you're hopefully still kind of working on, but I want you to know that we appreciate your investment in the city. You're bringing a product that we need in our community. To me, this is a slam dunk project because we've got a site, a willing seller, a willing developer. We have a need. It's a good location for this type of product, so I hope we can unanimously support this and show our support for your investment in our city. So, thanks.
Thanks, Alder.
The floor is closed, but I want to just make a statement that the commitment of this body and of staff to our product and our project was complete and 100% versus the weird transaction that happened. Everyone said, "Can you find another site? Can you make it work somewhere else?" And they were all supportive of that. So I do that because this community, I know, it's just a matter of what's the appropriate place. I think we found it, but we'll see what we think. Thank you.
Yeah, and one more thing, Mayor.
Yep.
One of the things that, in fact, the mayor and I talked about this afterwards, that was kind of a unicorn situation to be able to find another location and have all of the parties agree to it. That is really, really difficult to do. And so kudos to staff as well to help facilitate that. But more importantly, and this is a comment I shared with the mayor, I just don't want the council to assume that can always be achieved because it can't always be achieved. So we're really fortunate in this instance that we were able to get that done.
Yep, absolutely. Any other comments? Alder Burnett.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I agree. Thank you to you personally, Mayor, and your staff for finding another location. It's actually a very good development, and I look forward to seeing it break ground and then open up to residents of the city. I just want to say that in the rendering is in the packet. Actually, it's page 9 of the last attachment. So it's actually a very attractive looking building, and I think it would fit well in that neighborhood.
Thank you, Alder. Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, we do have a motion to approve. All in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and that item has been approved. On to report of the Finance